Okay, well, we're going to get into game number 1 here. We got winner semis, and it is now best of 5 territory. So what we were seeing up to this point has now become very different. We got a ditto, of course, between the two. It's a mirror match amongst the two Aryas, but it is going to give you more time to adjust, more time to figure things out. And NoCash recently, Niall, did come off of a very stacked, very difficult W at Multiversus Mayhem number 13, taking that tournament overall. So he's still running hot here as he's on winner's side.
Yeah, this is going to be an interesting matchup. We see the turn attack being applied for RuffleCrumbs, and as we see, RuffleCrumbs getting their combo. This is going to be really about who can find the most out of their advantage state, who can get the most damage in and maximize everything they can off of these combo exchanges.
Exactly. Oh, I mean, that was almost it. One thing that NoCash is so good at is his ability to wait after up special, because most of the time you see them go immediate, but he waits, looks for how you reacted, and then does that. He waits and just says, oh, you tried to move? Nope, I'm gonna chase you again, because you expect the up air, you expect the stare, and now he's got the lead.
What an aggressive play right there from NoCash, able to get that KO. And now RuffleCrumbs trying to fight a little bit of an uphill battle here. They do have a little bit of damage stacked on, but the dagger is there for NoCash. NoCash looking for the opportunity, looking for the down air. Getting another up special! Ooh, that was scary, Ajax!
He wanted it, man. He's literally knocking me out over here, trying to take out, like, not only Ruffle, but me too, as he doubles up on multiple. But Arya not gonna fall still, even on the up air. That's a dare, that's another dare. Now they're looping the dares. The dagger goes back on the stage to get out of there, but that up air will find its mark, and Ruffle evens the game.
RuffleCrumbs able to find that KO there, and we see the pies being activated. A little bit of a slow onto blue. NoCash trying to get their way out of this situation. Oh my gosh, Ajax, this is crazy.
This is extremely stressful right now as NoCash has the advantage off stage, and he finds the charge there as he gets the first game. And the crazy part about that was how even that game still was. Even if you do get back on stage and you're sitting at 16, you're like, hey, I'm probably okay, right? No, it's an Arya mirror match. It is so easy to get knocked out yourself. Look at that. He did less damage than Ruffle, but he won because he had that incredible read in the air and he got that down air at the end. But that's the 5 now, Niall. So what do you think that Ruffle needs to do to try and adjust around it to see if he can get back in?
This is such a tough matchup because I feel like a crucial thing in the Arya mirror is that you have to, one, pay attention to the opposing Arya's dagger, right? If you can avoid their dagger callouts, it makes it a lot more difficult for them to even create an advantage state for them in the first place for themselves. So if you can call that is like the first battle, right? But then secondly, you have to figure out, okay, if I get forced into an edge guard situation, I get forced into a juggle, how do I react to what my opponent is trying to set up? If they go for an up air, how do I DI? If they look for a forward air in this situation, how do I recover? You don't want to be doing the same thing over and over again. You don't want to go over the same fence twice. So if they can figure out ways to mix up on each other and stay unpredictable, whoever can do that will win this set.
I mean, it's no longer a mix-up if you do it all the time. That's just the fact. If you're constantly going for the same options, you're gonna get blown up for it. So NoCash already revealing that he's really good at waiting for those up specials to double up. So what does he do now? Does he go for it immediately this time? We'll find out as we get into game number 2 here, and I think that's what we're gonna see out of NoCash. I think he's gonna mix it up. But Ruffle, also in a very similar fashion, chasing with one hit, waiting for the defensive option, and chasing again. And NoCash, oh my god, what a read from NoCash. Come on, dude, you can't be this good at constantly calling out the jumps and getting another early knockout that early.
Oh my gosh, NoCash getting in those jumps and calling them out, but here goes RuffleCrumbs with the dagger of special into up air! Look at this! Ajax, this is madness! This is madness!
This is the actual definition of an assassin archetype character. This is this is the way that it just goes down. You are not safe ever. And now NoCash starting to chase another up air, and that's gonna give him the game. These games are not even lasting a minute. They're lasting 50 seconds tops. As we just watched an incredible answer back from Ruffle, and then NoCash with the calmest behavior in the world, wasting no time whatsoever as he moves up and gets another W.
I'm literally standing up out of my seat right now. This game is so hyped. I'm so freaking hyped, dude. I'm literally standing up out of my seat. NoCash and RuffleCrumbs is going back and forth, dude. That's why I love watching Arya. I love Multiversus, bro. I love this game so much, bro.
Yeah, Niall, I just realized that was 3 lives that were knocked out. and neither one of them was above 110 damage. It was 107, and then the other one was like 80. Now, my goodness, the punish game on both of them is absurd, and we're now looking at NoCash up 2 games. And honestly, this is actually kind of scary for J Mafia. Well, actually, well, it depends on J Mafia and House Arrest, of course, who wins. But in terms of whoever wins this, they're in a good position because Arya does really well against Jake. It's one of the few characters that scares Jake. So going into that winner's finals match, whoever comes out on top here has the incredible like lineup, because I saw recently what NoCash can do to a good Jake. I'm sorry, Pin, I gotta talk about it. Back at Multiversus Mayhem as well, Pin has been so dominant against so many people not named Zoo, and that's pretty much it. But NoCash came in there and made that matchup look almost unwinnable. So I'm very curious to see what's going to happen here in this next match. Right now we have, or in that next match that happens. Right now we still have a best of 5 set to go, and we're gonna see if RuffleCrumbs can figure it out.
Alrighty, so here we go, getting into this next match here. This is, like, as you were saying earlier, Ajax, this is one of those matchups where it's like, it really just comes down to figuring out what you can do in that advantage state and just finding those ways in which you can mix up. Can you do something a little bit different to kind of throw off your opponent? Because at the end of the day, it's a mirror match. You both can do the same exact thing.
Exactly. Oh, wait, that's a lot of resources gone. Oh, good stall for only so long. That was a 0 to knockout, by the way. No damage at all has been applied on NoCash, as NoCash is trying to get all the cash currently in the building, guaranteeing himself a top 3 finish. However, this could even the game up right now. And now, oh my God, this character is ridiculous. And we're going to see both of them even it up right away.
Dude, the up air juggles, the amount of it's just so fast paced, dude. The amount of just blow up action, as I call it, just one person goes in, they just get blown up, and look at these KOs coming out on the top of the screen, the bottom of the screen. RuffleCrumbs looking for this up special here. It's madness, Ajax. That's the only way to describe it. Good down there from RuffleCrumbs, and that's it.
I'm gonna say this as this is kind of why I'm a big fan of 3 stocks, because these stocks fly so fast amongst these matches. Like there's so, like there was no time to rebound whatsoever from either player. It's just boom gone, boom gone, boom gone, from one good dagger position into a knockout off the top, and that was on Sky Arena. Of course, Arya, weighing absolutely nothing, the lightest character in the game, is going to get knocked out early anyways. But on Sky Arena, with no platforms, nowhere to reset, and you're getting knocked off on the highest blast zone available to you, not named Cromulons, because I highly doubt we're going to see them go to Cromulons. That's just crazy. So let's see what happens here for Ruffle, because they did strike back. And honestly, at this point, it's just a coin flip of who wins neutral. Like, did I win Nooch? Bet. All right, shake my hand. Did you win Nooch? Damn. All right, I'll shake your hand. And we go into the next game.
Yeah, dude, it really kind of just comes down to that, bro. Like, who can win neutral, who can get the most out of their advantage state when they do get it. It's interesting. And also, as we were saying earlier with the dagger, when the dagger does get stuck onto your opponent, that's a lot of situations that is just GG. You're losing your stock, you're losing your life there. And so we'll have to see what goes on between RuffleCrumbs and NoCash. Who can win these neutral interactions at the end of the day?
I do know that NoCash, I mean, he's won quite a few tournaments himself besides the recent one. He does so good at Tri-State, and that's exactly why. There you go. There's not really much else reason to say beyond that. His ability to rebound after a loss makes no sense. He has so much confidence. I think it's just the Tri-State confidence, man. Like, New York, Jersey, all of them, they just have no fear, and we're seeing that right now.
Yeah, no fear and going in with it. Look at these dagger combos into the down air here. NoCash looking for something on the left ledge. Had an opportunity to cut off RuffleCrumbs, but RuffleCrumbs has the dagger looking for an exchange of their own. And there is a match point between RuffleCrumbs and NoCash. It is looking even Steven right now.
As even as you could possibly get, because even that 7 damage doesn't mean too much in the face of this Ditto. But this is going to be an up special. Tries to chase him the other way, looking for the dodge read. Does not find the mark. And now it's RuffleCrumbs, who's going to strike back and possibly even up the set off of that one mistake from NoCash at 39 damage. And we get a game number 5.
Wow, game 5 it is. RuffleCrumbs getting the edge guards and juggles in today. I love this ditto. At first, I've never seen too much Arya dittos, but now I'm really starting to love this ditto. It is amazing to watch. It's just KO after KO after KO after KO.
This is exactly what we were seeing a lot of in the MVS Fall Showdown, where the biggest difference in twos is that you can whiff punish the Arya for going for that combo, but with the teammate to at least trade off 1-for-1. But in this, if you make one mistake, you're getting sent off the top of the blast zone. So both of them being super light in this ditto, nobody can afford to make that mistake. You don't have the weight to survive. You don't have the projectile immunity. You don't have things to try and block that out. So they're getting sent to the top immediately. And right now, NoCash is fighting to try and prevent a current reverse 3-0.
Yeah, the reverse 3-0 is kind of real, man. It is kind of real. It's a possibility. It is definitely a possibility here. I feel like you were saying, it's so hard to break down a ditto like this because, like, obviously both characters can kind of do the same thing. But I do feel as though with NoCash, right, and with RuffleCrumbs, we noticed that the double up specials were coming up for NoCash, and we saw a little bit of adaptation for RuffleCrumbs being able to avoid those. So if RuffleCrumbs is able to avoid those double up specials, what is going to be the fallback plan for NoCash? How is NoCash going to be able to look for a KO and mix it up from their original setups they were getting with the up specials into up airs?
I think he's going to have to be a little bit more careful about where he decides to place his the knife, because he was able to get one there, but he couldn't really find it again in the end. He actually ended up getting it. I think he threw it away, or Ruffle got down to the ground quick enough. So you have to be quicker to the punch almost on where you can get it. But here comes the blade immediately. That can lead to a dare. Okay, he got back on stage at least, but he's going to take 60 plus 70, 80, excuse me, off of the dare. Look, charge there from RuffleCrumbs as he speed runs that one, but that time to the bottom of the blast zone.
Dude, RuffleCrumbs! Oh my gosh, dude. What an insane combo right there. Going off stage for that down there. Was looking for the dagger read there as well, but here comes NoCash. Looking for a combo of their own. RuffleCrumbs says, don't get caught lacking! Gotta be careful on that right side of the stage.
Waiting absolutely no time to try and pressure. And here comes an attempted snare. No, actually going for the double up special that time. Getting caught by the nair. The RuffleCrumbs combo game outright has just been phenomenal over these past few games. And that is going to lead to the blade here, Niall. So that could be a strike back. But the blade gets applied instead. And RuffleCrumbs is going to get the finish on this reverse 3-0 here against NoCash, who looked like he was going to cruise into winners finals, and instead gets reverse 3-0 himself, and RuffleCrumbs in yet another format guarantees the top 3 finish.
Wow, who would have thought we would see RuffleCrumbs make the response that was needed in order to get back into this set? Reverse 3-0 and in a dominant fashion right there with the 2-0 in the lives count. Great stuff there from RuffleCrumbs.
Yep. That best of 5 was faster than some of the best of 3s we had earlier. They were like they're just constantly fighting, because the difference between in this match is there's no zoning, there's no separation, there's no trying to really like force a bait out of Arya to get a neutral win. No, you're both playing right next to each other to see who gets the whiff punish first, or get that neutral win and get the knockout. That's why those go so fast. Whereas against other matchups, you might be taking your time more. But that guarantees now, of course, like you said, RuffleCrumbs, a top 3 finish. He's in the money. He's going to go ahead and place himself in the first podium here for Make It Rein-Dog 1v1 edition. And they're going to be going up against the winner of J Mafia and House Arrest.